Hi guys, it's your girl Ms.Q coming to you with a quick public announcement, okay? I hope everybody had a great holiday. You enjoyed your Christmas for those who celebrated Christmas. For those of you who celebrate other things, I hope you enjoyed it as well, or whatever you did, okay? Right now, we are in energy of going to the first of the year, and a lot of you may be experiencing ascension symptoms. You may want to start learning more about spirituality. You may want to start of practicing different African traditions. I'm going to say this as a godmother and as a person that practices Ifa. Please use your discernment. I have been getting a lot of calls about people and these scammers of a godparent or scammers of a Baba or Ayunifa, and they are taking you to places that you don't need to be. There is a lot of great information out there that you can research in books. Don't be lazy. Some of you are just sticking to TikTok and YouTube, and it's okay. I'm not saying there's a lot of us on here that's real and that has good energy. But there are some people out there are scamming people. Now, for my Babas, Ainifas, Mambos, high priestesses and godmothers and godfathers, said in Spanish, padrinos and madrinas, that are doing it the correct way. Thank God for you. Let's continue to do that. Let's continue to elevate and educate and not scam. And good for us. And ashe to your spirit, guys, that's helping you move these people along. But for those of you who are getting offended by this message, doesn't matter. Fuck you. You shouldn't be doing anything wrong. Of course, you might take offense to this, but I don't care. Anyway, back to the original message. For those of you who are looking to something different, or if you're feeling like you're being called to an African spiritual tradition, such as Hoodoo, Voodoo, Ifa, or Santeria, make sure you do your research for yourself before you commit to things. This is a commitment, okay? If you're coming for a get-rich-quick scheme for your life to turn around in 18 seconds, I promise you that's not how this works. It takes faith. It takes absolute devotion, and it takes obedience. And a lot of you are not obedient. So you might want to wait until you are ready to take away certain things. What do you mean, Ms. Q? I'll tell you. In the culture of Ifa, when we get initiated, some of us get told that, are you sure this is what you want to do? Because there's no going back, right? Some of us are not told. To each his own, however you do it. I personally tell them, I am not going to waste my time, and I'm not going to waste your time. If you don't think that you're going to do this with dedication, with really true belief in sound mind, if it does not connect to you or align to anything of your purpose or of your OD, if it does not align with your OD, you should not be here. You should not be doing this. This, because you want to be spiritual, doesn't mean you have to do some kind of tradition or practice. You can just understand that there's other things out there that's bigger than us, that's higher than us, that divine guidance is really true, that energy is real, okay? And that's all it's about. It's about energy flow, right? There are things out there that people must know. If your person that's guiding you is a negative motherfucker, okay, which means they're evil, they scheme people, they lie to people, they guide their children to the wrong path, or they are teaching things that's not true, you get the effects of that, right? Because again, that's energy. It's the same thing like being around any other person. You may notice, if you're with the wrong person, that their life is going to shits, and then all of a sudden, so is yours. That is a telltale sign that something may not be right. Okay. Now, I don't mean that you're not listening to the things that they telling you to do and they warn you, right? In certain religions, we have taboos. It's certain things that you cannot do. All right. This religion is not for the weak. If you are easily led astray, if people can make you do stuff out of your character, Ifa, it's not for you, honey. Okay, there is certain things that we live by. I don't just play this. I really do this. I live by this, but that's my calling. That's my purpose. I live in it every day. This is not a sometimey thing for me. This is not when it goes wrong. It's certain things that I cannot do. Shit, it's certain things that I cannot say to certain people. It's a lot of things, right? Certain things I can't eat. Some of them I really liked, so it takes dedication. It takes obedience for your life to go the way it needs to go. It takes faith. It takes encouragement. You have to really be dedicated to what it is that you see your life becoming. Not only that, you need to be dedicated in what you are trying to get out of whatever traditional practice you have decided to do. Most of us are called to it, I'm not saying you can't pray to different orishas, but again, be careful. Know what you're doing. No, it's not like that where, you get bad juju or no shit like that. But it's still a respected practice. And I noticed that there's a lot of people who don't take this shit seriously. They playing with it. Or it's like a fad. And it's not a fad. You making us feel some kind of way. Like I get offended. Like it's not a fad. This is a lifestyle. That your whole life changes when you practice certain things. You have to be that thing. It's just like you of God, you of that practice that you practice. You know what I'm saying. And if you don't, look it up. I'm very sure you're smart enough to understand what I mean. For those of you who just want spiritual guidance, get spiritual guidance. Don't let nobody talk you into doing stuff. Don't let nobody tell you you're going to die or anything like that because you don't do it. Pay attention. All right. If you meet somebody and they say, yes, I can guide you, pay attention to the energy. Some of you have been so distraught and looking for a way out in a new life, in something new, that this is what you're flocking to, and you're flocking yourself into negative energy. You're pairing yourself up with people that don't mean you no good. There are negative mediums in the world. There are nasty people with strong intuition in the world, and they can sense your desperation, right? Any client that comes to me, I always ask Spirit, can I do this? Can I help them? I am going to ask. Sometimes they say yes, and sometimes they go, hell nah. She gonna be disobedient. They ain't gonna listen, and you don't have time for that. Their energy is off. They are doing things behind your back that they think you don't know, right? Because I'm a medium. I know a lot of shit. I just stay quiet. I would say that because if you get with somebody and they tell you, yeah, I'm going to help you, but don't fuck me over because bad shit going to happen to you, you might want to rethink that. I am never going to tell anybody that comes to me that don't fuck me, because that's the last thing on my mind, right? That's not in my headspace. I'm already at that level that I can know everything that you thinking, you feeling, whatever you scared of. Spirit is going to make me say it. And that's not being cocky, but again, I've been this all my life. I don't know nothing else. I have always been able to do this. This ain't just happened to me. I am 48 years old. This has always been me. I just decided to live it fully where I was hiding from it before. But I digress. When you stand in your power, make sure that you are feeling what you need to feel in real time, not in desperation. Because when we're desperate, then you put yourself in that energy of people doing you because they know you really need it. So now you just dishing out money for change, and ain't working. And you seeing that person that's guiding you, they always got shit going on. They always got drama, and they doing certain shit. I've been getting calls after calls about getting scams, of doing readings about people getting scams, going into these things that they know nothing about. Just that they are desperate for help, right? Please make sure everybody comes with intuition when we're born. Some of them are stronger than others. But all of us have that when you know something ain't right. Don't go down this block. I feel it. Maybe you second guess it, but when you're doing this, this is not a time for you to second guess yourself. If the energy feel off in any way, if you feel apprehensive in any way, if you feel scared in any way, move. It's not for you. That person that comes to you, that person that is your teacher, that is your guide, that is your godmother or father, you're going to feel it. You're going to be aligned with that person. You're going to get along. You're going to see eye to eye. You are going to understand what they're trying to teach you. I had this one person tell me somebody took hair from them. They took hair from them. They didn't know where it went. Now, again, sometimes you do take hair. You get your hair cut or when you get initiated. Some people do, some people don't. But you don't give nobody your hair and then let them walk off with it and you don't know where it go. Please use your discernment. Because you're desperate, you're going to get yourself in something you can't get out of, okay? Some of you are getting hexed because you didn't want to give nobody no more money, or you didn't want to follow them anymore, or you didn't want to take their guidance anymore. And you got yourself, and the first thing you say to yourself is, damn it, I knew it. Be mindful of that. Again, if you are having apprehension and what you're starting, what you're doing, take heed to that. It's a reason. Something is stalling you. That's that intuition. That's that nudge that's saying, I don't think this is okay. It is really disheartening when I get calls like that because somebody is broken, because they're a good person and they really needed help. They was having headaches, feeling nauseous, hearing voices, hearing sounds. Maybe you just need somebody to guide you and how to. I have a light workers class. Again, if you're not feeling my energy, don't. But find somebody that can guide you to help you hone on your gift, to help you strengthen your gift, to help you use your gift. Meditation, talk to your ancestors. Ask. Everything I do, I ask. Except go to the bathroom, cook and eat and sleep. Sometimes I got to ask, can I go to bed now? I ain't going to lie. Because Spirit be having me up all kinds of hours, all kinds of nights when they want to do shit. Like now, I don't usually do shit on Sunday, but they was very adamant because of all the calls that I got this week to say that to you guys. So please use your discernment. Things are out here for a reason. There is a lot of great history on it. There are books about it. There are really reputable people on YouTube, TikTok, or whatever. But again, check that energy. My energy, I am a Reiki master. I can do Reiki on the phone and I heal. You can feel me. You can feel my energy. And again, if you're not vibing with me, I get it. No feelings lost. But at least make sure that whoever you're guided to, that you feel comfortable with what they're bringing you, with what they're teaching you, or you're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble, okay? And right now, we want to leave all that negative shit behind. We want to go into this new year with enlightenment, with truth, with strength, and with fervor. Okay, I personally believe that I am a guide. I am not a leader. I'm here to teach you. I'm here to guide you where you need to be. You're going to lead yourself where you need to lead yourself. I'm just going to guide you to it, push you on to it, teach you things that you need to know so you can understand what you're doing, so you can understand where you're going. Some of you have a calling on your life. If you need to know that, I can help you with that too. You just know, not sure what it is. It could be something simple. It could be something big. It could be something right in your face you're already doing. You're just not thinking of it like that. To me, a purpose is anything that you do really, really well, more than normal. Okay? It's something that God gives you that maybe you like math and you picked up on it right away and you could do that shit on top of your head and you're supposed to be a math teacher. Simple. Okay? It's things like that that teaches us. Also, Spirit wants me to add, just because you're called by certain Orishas, that doesn't mean that's the Orisha that rules your head. Give you a perfect example. The Orisha that called to me was Yemaya. She protects me. Right? That's one of my things, that Yemaya fights for me. So she was calling for me. I kept drowning in my dreams. I kept choking. But she's not the one who rules my head. She's not the Orisha that I got crowned. So, you know what I mean? Like, you have to use your discernment. There's an Odu in Ifa about getting crowned incorrectly. It makes you crazy. I swear, kid you not, okay? Make sure that you're doing your research. Make sure you're paying attention to what they're saying to you. Make sure you're really vibing with that person before you move on with that person, okay? Again, this has nothing to do with all the good people out here that's really helping awaken the people that need to be awakened, helping them guide them to where they need to be, whether it's any five, hoodoo, santeria, leukemia, whatever it is that you're doing and you're doing it well. God bless you, and ashe to all your spirits and ancestors, to my people of Ifa, Ibudu, Aboya, Abocheche, and for all you others, I love you, I see you, and once you know, you can't unknow. Peace and blessings, ashe.